Eason. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And, of course, Devin Booker. He's a big ticket to follow. They'll go without him, though.
Yeah, that move. Was all about the long-term horizon for them. I know it's a little shocking how different this team looks, but given some time, I think things will come together.
Here's Durant. It's good. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
But look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Now here's Eason. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Durant, no good. Here's Benton. Outside Maxey. Pass to Kessler. Back to Maxey. Buried from 15 feet out. Maxey's got 5 now.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Nice move. And Durant with the lay-in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The 6-footer. Banton pulls it in. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Outside Maxey. Outside Thibault. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Shoots it from the high post. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Now KD is showing a little bit of elevation.
Maxey with it. He's picked up by Eason. Pass to Benton. For 3. Adams grabs the miss. The Suns lead by 3. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
And KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Brogdon. The kick to Durant. And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
To the paint. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Inside. Here's Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Durant's got 10 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And it's Maxey missing. Phoenix leading by 3. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. A minute and a half left. Play in the first quarter. That one falls.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
Here's Collier. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And he can't jam it through. Down low. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's Bol. It's blocked. Pass to Thomas. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Cam Thomas is a guy who is always shot ready. Nice catch and shoot there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here's Armstrong. To the middle. And that one's good. Bol.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's Collier. That one no good. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Bona. Here's Collier. Going inside. And he dunks it.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Shoots. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Suns lead by 4. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Thompson. Here's Armstrong. No made baskets yet. Back to Thompson. Puts it up. Achua with a rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Thomas outside. Achua with a screen. To the inside. Here's Bona. Thomas outside. Puts it up from 17. Pass to Collier. Jacks up a 3. Some room here for Williams, and it's Phoenix with a rebound.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Parker.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Jazz trail by 5. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Thomas for 3. Bull grabs the board. Here's Thompson. It's stolen. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Offensive rebound. Pass to Williams. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
To the middle. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-pointer. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And here's Thompson for 3. Pass to Bull. Back to Thompson. The 3 is up. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold. Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Stripped it away. And the Suns pushing it up now. Pass to Iguodaro. Out to Thompson. To the left side wing. Here's Armstrong. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Here's Benton. Counted from distance. Benton's got 5.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Pass to Richardson. On the wing, Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Kessler. And Kevin Durant is arguably the greatest scoring forward ever. What makes KD so incredible, Doris?
BA, this game better go into triple overtime if I've got to list everything that makes this guy special. Size, elite shooting, ability to handle the ball at 7 feet, put it on the deck, get past, finish in traffic, rebound. You need me to guard every single position on the defensive end? I can do that. I could go on all night. How much time we got, BA?
One of the all-time greats, Kevin Durant, the Slim Reaper. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
It's his first trip to the line.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Back to Richardson. Left side, Durant. Durant owning the inside.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
For three, Maxey. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Pass to Durant. Fires from deep. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Jazz out in front, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Shot from the inbound. Here's Eason. The rebound by the Jazz. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Utah. They lead by 4. Takes a 3. And it's Richardson with the rebound. Right wing to the paint. It's stolen by Thibault. Maxey on the wing from behind the arc. The shot that time not on target.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Brogdon with the ball. Takes the 3 from deep. Brogdon.
There's so much confidence right now with Malcolm Brogdon. The catch and shoot, so pretty.
Batten on the wing. The 3. Sinks the tray. Batten's got his third basket on the night right there.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Thibault. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Now it's a 7-point Utah lead.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Inside, Adams. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Down low. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Oh, Kessler with the block. 6 to shoot. Back to Durant. To stop the run. What a throwdown from KD.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
Doris OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, Heartbreaking for a player. But consider he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Now here's Eason. No points yet. Back to Durant. Stolen by Anunoby.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
Right, it doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Yeah, just an outstanding find by Maxey. More than willing to give it up to open teammates. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Pass to Thibault. Here's Benton. Back to Thibault. Off target with the three. It's stolen away. Now Kessler. Here's Benton. Guarded by Brogdon. Maxey with it. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
6 on the shot clock. Now Maxey. 10 points for him. Off target at the rim.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass to Armstrong. It's stolen by Thibault. Here's Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 12. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Utah.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Collier, no good. Suns trail by 13. Pass to Thompson. Klein busting it up inside.
Well, inside the painted area, Klay Thompson showing off a little bit of touch.
Here's Collier. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. .114 left in the third quarter. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Driving inside. Shot's good by Collier.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
There's a screen. Back to Miller. Here's Thompson. Achua with the rebound. Utah leading by 12. Williams on the wing. Thomas outside. With 1 on the clock. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Utah Jazz going into
The Suns, 41.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On offense, here's Utah. A 12-point game. He shoots it. Armstrong grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And it's Utah with the ball. 10-point lead. Here's Collier. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Here's Bowl. Pass to Armstrong. Clock at 6. The three. They get it back. Here's Bowl. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Collier. Armstrong grabs the miss. Here's Collier. To the wing, right side. Williams from long range. Armstrong grabs the miss. Suns trail by 10. Here's Bowl. On the take. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul. 30 for Phoenix.
The free throw drops for Bowl. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Well, Achua catches the defender off guard, puts a pass right where it needs to be.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Pass to Thompson. Fires for 3. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Sun substitution.
Here's Thomas.
Malcolm Brogdon.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Yep, that one goes.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
That's tipped. Thybulle with a steal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Third personal foul. Second.
That free throw's good from Maxey. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Kessler. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Well, you love to see Kessler draw the contact right there. Get that defender into a compromised position.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Outside Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Maxey. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Inside. No good that time. Eason with some nice D. Suns trail by 11. Outside Durant. Back to Eason. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get off a shot. A strong finish from KD inside.
Well, there's a reason Kevin Durant is finding the basketball late in the clock, because he's proven he can make those shots under pressure.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Maxey surveys. And there's the screen. Outside Anunoby. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And they get it back. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Maxey, a good look. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And that's a tough shot to defend when Maxey pops up out of nowhere.
Pass to Eason. Outside Durant. Up and in on the layup. Durant's got 24.
We call that the ultimate high percentage look for one of the most efficient scorers ever. KD in the house.
Here's Maxey. Drives to the hoop.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Jazz.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Tyrese Maxey.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And so it's Phoenix with it, trailing by 13. The kick to Durant. There's 31 seconds left in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Durant. Left side Maxey. Anunoby on the wing. And here is Maxey. And there's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 13. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up just